Hey guys, it's me, and welcome to Trevor Miller Entertainment, where comic books meet musical theater. Yeah, the light's still not working in here, so I have to have the TV on. Should really get this fixed. This one is Marvel Rivals versus DCU Online. Special thanks to my little brother, Christian Miller, for coming up with this comparison. For suggesting this comparison. Before he suggested it for this one, I was kind of contemplating whether comparing it to one of the Injustice games or Infinite Crisis, which has been taken down, so that I don't know how I would have accomplished the latter. But yeah, I asked Christian which he thinks would be better, letting him know Infinite Crisis had been taken down, so I'd have to watch clips, which would have resulted in an automatic Marvel Rivals win. And he said DCU Online. So since I have no other idea, since I was contemplating Injustice, because it's probably was at a time at least as big as Marvel Rivals, and also the multiverse aspect. Infinite Crisis, just because Screen Rant compared them. But yeah, then he suggested Marvel, DCU Online, so I'm going with it. Anyway, similarities. Both are online games, and as such, I'm pretty sure you play with like people on the internet. Both have my favorite superhero from each company, Superman and Spider-Man. Also Squirrel Girl. But if we're talking like favorite, like always my favorite, instead of someone who went from a hero I mildly enjoy and view as a throwback to the Silver Age, but now became, after a previous comparison, my all-time favorite, one of my all-time favorites, then it is just Superman and Spider-Man. But I have no idea who else would be, because DC doesn't do the whole comedic hero thing as much as Marvel. They do it, just not as much. Both have each company's iconic rich hero, Batman and Iron Man. Both have a hero who shouldn't be as OP as they are, Batman, and that's kind of the point of Squirrel Girl. She's like Deadpool in Howard the Duck, where she's not really meant to be like all serious. She's mainly meant to be enjoyed and like fun, like Deadpool and Howard the Duck. But again, I have no idea where else to put her, because DC doesn't do that whole thing as much as Marvel does. Both have each company's iconic hero, patriotically dressed hero, Wonder Woman and Captain America. Both have each company's insert trait here man alive, the Flash, the fastest man alive, and Mr. Fantastic, the smartest man alive. Both have both have each company's iconic hero associated with the color green, Hulk and Green Lantern. Now, I don't know how to word this, but both have Green Lantern and Guardians of the Galaxy, who have the similar trait. I just didn't know how to word that without people being like, but this hero also had space connected to them. But Green Lantern and Guardians of the Galaxy, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Etc. So, which wins? Okay. So, Marvel Rising has Spider-Man and Squirrel Girl, my two favorites from Marvel. Like, if they had Cyclops in the game, it would be like if they had Cyclops of the X-Men in the game, it would be like the perfect Marvel game for me. I heard they're gonna add him, which, by the way, I hate when games release before they're finished. Which should give a point to DCU Online, I guess. But I don't think they're much better at that, really. Also, DCU Online, it has is like a make your own hero game, and some people might prefer that. Not me. I actually, when it comes to DC games, prefer to just spam Superman. But some people might prefer building your own hero towards playing as existing heroes, like with Marvel Rivals. But if you just prefer playing as your favorite heroes, then Marvel Rivals is the way to go. Also, they made like all the women, including Squirrel Girl, kind of thick. But, that really isn't anything. I don't think I can fault it for that. I can probably fault it for the fact that I think that's the only reason some people play the game. Not all people. All people. People. There are people who are better than that, but I've seen way too many comments about it to make me think that's not the reason at least 20% of the players play it. I probably shouldn't have said the actual word here either, because I do have at least 2 children who watch my channel. Crap. Oh well, hopefully I said it quiet enough that no one heard. Okay, anyway, but the thing is, that's just like people having dirty minds. I can't really fault it for that either. Here, I'll say this. DCU Online gets the nostalgia factor, but everything else goes... Oh, also, DCU Online aged wonderfully. Here's the thing. DCU Online wins for nostalgia factor, but everything else has to go to Marvel Rivals. Making this the second time something with Squirrel Girl, which makes this the second time I compared something with Squirrel Girl to a DC thing, and the thing with Squirrel Girl won. But unlike with Marvel Rising versus DC Superhero Girls 2015, where that was like the main reason, because if otherwise it would have been a tie, and I just didn't want to have a tie. Here I actually do have more of a reason than just it has her and Spider-Man in it. Like, here it has more of a reason than just it has Squirrel Girl in it. It is because I genuinely can't think of anything other than nostalgia that helps DCU Online here. Winner, Marvel. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe if you want to, and if you do, turn on those post notifications so you never miss a video. Comment below which one of these games you guys like more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!